Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'm going to be dipping into this Nomad palette. Now, it is the Cardegene. I don't know how to say this. I'm just going to hold it up. There we go. Mike can read it a little bit better on that side. And this is what the color story looks like. Isn't that beautiful? This was an Ipsy find. I know BoxyCharm and Ipsy did their whatever thing together. And so this palette was up there. And I think it was $7, $8. So, of course, after dipping in to the other two Nomad palettes that I have, I was like, I'm getting that. So I did. And when I got it the other day. I have not dipped in it, I have not swatched it, but believe me, I have been dying to do it. So I figured for today's video, we would see what this palette is all about. Just putting a little bit of the Photo Finish Smashbox Primer on. This feels so silky. And, I mean, with the dimethicone, I really enjoy this primer. I enjoy this primer even on its own. I really do. It makes me feel very hydrated. So, we got that out of the way. We'll let that sit for a few minutes. I am going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to prime them using my Urban Decay primer potion in Eden. Alrighty, eyes primed, and I stuck my brows up just a little bit, and I'll go in and groom them later. Let that clear brow wax. This is from All Rose, Amazon. I'll let that do its magic. And I'm going to go in to this shade. I can't read these names. I'm just going to point them out. That shade right there. And just set that primer. Ooh, it's pretty orange. I didn't realize it would show up this pigmented. But that's all right. We can make that work. I'm going to put, while I wait, a little bit of this Becca Light Seeker Dewing Tint. I'm just going to put a little bit on my face to get a little bit of a glow going on. I tried this in a video. I'm going to just use my hands on this, and I ended up not using the actual footage. I did one side with that and then the other side with this and put a matte foundation over it. But I was letting it settle in, and oh man, while I was trying to do my eyes, I just felt like I was just getting shinier and shinier and shinier, and it was just not a good look. So I was like, I'm not putting that on the internet. But I do definitely like this put on with my hands. And normally, you know, I'm a very textural preference type person where I don't like particular textures. And that doesn't bother me at all. I don't feel like I need to stop and go wash my hands or anything. So I'm good with that. So, okay, we got that on. Now, we can get back to the eyes. Just thought about that. That was a last minute little ad. Okay, There we go. Now I can see myself a little bit better. I don't have to look at the monitor. All right. So, gosh. Y'all know I want to play in the pinks. But, ooh, those greens are pretty too. Ooh, 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 ooh. So many choices. All right. You know what? I am going to go in with these warm tones, this middle row, and maybe I might dip into that a little bit, and let's see how this goes. So, okay, I'm going to go in. I went in with this first to kind of set everything. Now I'm going to go in with this shade, and I'm still going to use my big fluffy brush. And just kind of tap. I'm going to do one eye on, one eye off. These formulas, they literally, and when I hear other creators talk about this, I'm always like, what does that mean exactly? It literally means what we're all saying. It blends effortlessly. It's just gorgeous. Now let's see. I'm gonna put that brush there and pick up another brush. I'm going to pick up this Refer 16 brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right there, and then I'm going to deepen it with that shade. Just so I'll have to keep holding it up. Let me know in the comments if you have this palette. I mean, see, I can tell all three colors, but they're gradient, and I really like this. Gosh, I hear my washing machine. It's on the spin cycle. I'm just gonna use that same brush. No, actually, I'm not. Let me get a smaller brush so I can get that. There we go. I'm going to just use this brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, and get that a little bit deeper orange. And it looks very, very similar in the pan. These two shades, they look, but when you swatch them, they're definitely different. But at first glance, they do look very, very, very similar. And that's just really pretty. All right, I'm going to do the mattes on this eye, and then I'll be back and we'll do some shimmer shades. Alrighty, I am back. I have my base on. I used the Catrice HD liquid coverage. This one is in Sand Beige, and I wanted to see how it would look with the Becca Light Seeker underneath it. And normally I never have to powder this foundation down. It dries matte and dries pretty quickly. It still feels just slightly tacky, but it's not coming off on my hands, and so I'm not going to powder it. I did use concealer already. I used the Too Faced. I set it with a powder that oxidized a little bit. So my under eyes don't look as bright. So what I am going to do is go in with the Essence Brighten Up and see if I can brighten that corner a little bit. I hope I can. I'm just going to use I probably should use a puff, but we'll try it with a brush first. Just to brighten it up a little bit. I hate adding so much powder because it obviously it's going to give me a very, very cakey look, and it already has. Good gracious sakes, I look 1,000 years old. Oh, me. That's the joy of trying new things, I suppose. So I'm just going to take a puff and just get it right there on the tip. And see, can I? Okay. Now my face feels adequately powdered, crepey, dry, all the good stuff that happens when you get older. So I did want to, before I finish up the eyes, and I've had this out to try. This came in a subscription box. It's from Seraphine Botanicals. It's the Rhubarb and Rose Creamy Lip and Cheek Palette. And, yes, it's made exclusively for BoxyCharm. So, let's take a look at, that's what the inside looks like. And I really don't see a shade that would kind of go with the eye look, but that's all right. That's okay, because we're just testing stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is go into this shade right here, this bright shade, and pop, whoa, pop this on my hand and work off of my hand. Look at that. Good gracious. But I wanted to see how this would look and see if I was gonna declutter or kind of keep it. This is pretty. It dries fairly quickly, so I'm kind of, going in. Yeah, I definitely need a different color for the eyes, but that's all right. I'm not creating a look to go anywhere. I'm just testing stuff out. I'm liking that. Really am. I love it when that happens. I love when I have a product that I haven't picked up for whatever reason, and then when I do, I'm like, oh, why did it take me so long? Yeah, I really like that. You know what? Let's put a little bit on the lips. I'm going to go in with this shade before and put a little bit on my lips. Oh, wow. My settings are off, guys. Sorry, I'm having to keep starting and stopping. But for bronzer, I don't have a new bronzer, but I am going to go in with the Tarte Park Ave Princess that this has been on my chopping block for a while, and I just keep holding on to it. But I'm going to try it again because I really, really, really want to love this because I wanted it so bad and it's so pretty. So what I'm going to do is take a round brush and I'm going to go into the shade Princess Cut, which is the lightest, most cool tone to me. And see if I can get a little something going on right through here. And I am going in with a very light hand, believe it or not. I can tell it's done something, but now I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Angle. See if I can bronze it up a little bit. And for that, I'm going to use a, what am I going to use? I'm going to use the same brush and just fluff it a little more. Now, my eyes are watering. No big surprise there. But let's see. For shimmers, because we have that bright blush, let's go into, I was going to use the two shimmers on this, on the orange row, but I think I'm actually going to go in with that shimmer. I think that's super pretty. And let's see what we get with that. So, let's get it on let's swatch it first so you can see. Now, I'm swatching it over, and that next shade, I'm swatching it over all that blush, but that's that first pink shade, and that's the second pink shade that I'm going to use on that bottom row. These two. So, I actually used colors out of each row. Wow, this is pretty. Yeah, I'm going to spray, because it's what we do. And I'm going to take a very small brush, such as this one. This is a pack brush from BH, and go into that. It's actually called Miss Intense. I'm gonna load both sides and spray. And that's pretty. That is pretty. I am not at all dissatisfied with the result at all. At all. And I am going to do a little something to the lower lash line. Orange. So I'm just going to take the deepest orange that I used and go about that far in. And then I'm going to blend it out with let's blend it out with that shade. See how that looks. These are powder. This one is probably the powderiest out of the 3 Nomad palettes that I have. And for an inner corner, let's use this green, because I have been wanting to use this green. this shimmery lime green right there. We're just having fun. Oh yeah. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Oh, I like that. You know what? Let's put that green right in the center too. And I didn't wet the brush, but now I want to. Yes. Yes, 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 I like that. I'm sure I would get more payoff with my finger. There we go. There we go. I'm very satisfied with this. Very, very, very. So, now, let's see. For lips, what do we go for? For lips. I've got this shade from Ofra, what I had picked out, which is in the shade Duchess. So, let's give this a whirl and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. This is kind of a My Lips, but better shade. That is beautiful. I do have a code with Ofra to help save some money off, and it will be in the description box. Save you a little coin. Help me out a little bit. Feel free to use it, or feel free to grab something else and use somebody else's code. We're all in this together. All right, guys, this is the completed look. I did not put any highlighter on. Should I put highlighter on? Shoulda. We should. So, the highlighter that I have at the ready is this Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. And I'm just going to go into... We'll do this Rosé All Day Petal Glow, which is this highlighter. And if I remember correctly, it looks very intimidating, but there it is right there. Not so much once you get it on the brush and the skin. It doesn't come off too dark, I don't think. Very pretty. Kind of ties in that orange a little bit, I think. All right, let's spray this puppy down. And there we go. This is the completed look. And I used that, or I got this look, mainly this was the Star, the Nomad palette. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. I love these colors, are just amazing. And I cannot wait to play in this again. Really, and I think I'm really drawn to all these greens because of the color shirt I have on today. But anyway, I am just, as always, blown away with it, with Nomad. So, and this was a surprise hit. this Rhubarb and Rose Creamy Lip and Chip Cheek Palette. Very, very, I mean, I haven't even taken the plastic off of the mirror yet. And still very creamy. Nothing felt dried out. So, and obviously super, super, super duper pigmented. So, the Ave Princess, I'm not quite ready. I was ready to give this up, and the person that I offered it to was like, no. So I held on to it, and I said, well, I'm gonna keep trying it, see if I can get it to work on me. So I'm not quite giving up on this yet. This might make this, it's gonna be safe from this declutter, but I don't know about the next time. So I'm gonna continue to try this. And of course, my lipstick, I enjoy Ofra's formula immensely. And I think that's it for this video. For my brows, I used the All Rose Clear Brow Gel. And I went in with my Revolution Blade Brow that I got from Walmart that has replaced my ColourPop Bangin' Brunette as a favorite. This was either $1.99 or $2.99, but it's the bomb, and I really, really enjoy it. I'm not gonna put mascara on because my eyes are watering, and I just don't want to. I don't want to bother. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you do all the YouTubey things. Give this video a like. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have this palette. Let me know what you think about it. And if you don't have this, just leave me a comment. Just tell me anything. I love reading the comments. I have been so slack about responding, hearting, and everything, but I'm gonna be really, really upfront and honest. I've had a lot of things going on in my life that I've kind of unplugged a little bit from social media. Not necessarily like completely gone away, but I've kind of stepped back a lot. I don't have a lot pre-filmed, so you know, I have been up since the inception of my channel. I have been uploading 6 days a week, and I'm having to step back a little bit. So at any rate, thank you. Be beautiful, be kind, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.